Dominicans for decades to come. Did you know that towards the end of his life, he became ill and eventually passed away in 2016 at the ripe age of 93? Did you know that in 2020, a book dedicated to the life and legacy of Mr. Wadi Asafan entitled A Biography of Wadi Anthony Asafan was written by Canadian-based historian Dr. Irvin Andre? Our focus today, we wrap up our focus on the late businessman and entrepreneur humanitarian Wadi Asafan. Did you know made possible compliments your nation station and national broadcaster DBS Radio. Up next, the DBS Major Morning News.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Dominican families who received keys for new homes on Thursday have expressed gratitude to the government of Dominica, the World Bank, and the European Development Fund. In news from the region, armed men have attacked and partially destroyed a hospital in Haiti's capital of Port-au-Prince. And on the international scene, the Donald Trump-backed bill to keep the U.S. government running fails to pass. Well, good morning. I'm Gavin Richards of the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
And the results for the best evaporated milk is in. Distinction evaporated milk is 100% pure milk. Distinction milk is a fantastic source of calcium, protein, and essential source of vitamins A and D and other nutrients. The great news is that Distinction milk has no added ingredients and no preservatives. Always fresh, always pure, always rich. Now available in 2 sizes. 170 grams and 410 grams. Distinction evaporated milk is perfect for the family to enjoy no matter how you choose to serve it. Distinction milk is always wholesome and always nutritious. For healthy bones and better immune system, choose Distinction evaporated milk. Distributed by Fine Foods and available island-wide.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Well, welcome back. First up in the news this morning, Dominican families who've received keys for new homes on Thursday have expressed gratitude to the government of Dominica, the World Bank, and the European Development Fund. Well, the keys were presented to 60 families yesterday. 54 homes were constructed under the World Bank funded Housing Recovery Program and 6 by the 11th European Development B Envelope Program. Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Melissa Poponskerrit, says the Housing Recovery Project for Dominica goes beyond rebuilding homes. She says the beneficiaries are landowners who lost their homes during the passage of Hurricane Maria.
What could be a more meaningful way to usher in this Christmas season than this act of compassion and progress? And you know, I hear many people who want to ask the government, why do we give free homes? But isn't housing a human right? I say to them, isn't it our job as a government to ensure that people of this country have a right to sleep at night without fear. Homes are not a luxury, they are a necessity. A home is not just a structure, it is a foundation for stability, a source of security, and a cornerstone of dignity. For families who have endured years of uncertainty and hardship, the opportunity to own their land and house is a lifelong dream that signifies a permanent investment in these families' futures. And so the recipients of these homes being handed over today own their property. However, sadly, their homes were destroyed by Maria. So I ask this question, in situations like this, what do you say to a single mother trying to make ends meet after a home was destroyed? Or to a retired farmer who cannot physically work anymore? At your age, do you send them as a government to the bank knowing that they're going to be turned down? Or simply that they're stretched too thin and simply need that extra helping hand to see them through?
And that was the Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Melissa Popon-Skerrit. Well, the families who received the keys were very grateful.
Well, my name is Cowdrey Peter. I'm from Portsmouth. I'm known as I Noah as a musician. Well, I feel very proud that I've received the house from the recovery project. It was hard work and thing, but through Miss Kimberly Allen and through my constructor, which is Marcus, we call him Boxer, the house has complete and it's very appreciated. I appreciate it a lot.
My name is Ursula Azil. I'm representing my mother, Mary Romain, from Cottage. And I must say it's a happy day. And I know for sure that me and likewise everybody else, they are happy. And it's a blessing. Many could not afford it, but they're able now to have their own homes. And we want to thank the people involved in making it happen, like the World Bank and also the government of Dominica. And I would like to say thank you so much for looking out for those in need.
I'm Vincent Mengo from Marigot, and I'm thankful for my home I get, with everybody that make me get it. I wish them a happy Christmas so much.
My name is Janetta Lucian, Kalinago Territory. I come to collect it on the behalf of my son. My son name is Chanda Paul Williams. He's very happy, and I'd like to say thanks to the government of Dominica, who really make it possible for him to have this brand new home for his Christmas. And I'd like to say Merry Christmas to our Prime Minister.
Maximus Paul, Perush. Well, I feel real great. My family appreciate that project. Everything is all right.
I'm Jerome Morgis from the Calago Territory. So happy. Today is a special day for me. Since I received my keys for a new home, I just want to give God thanks for everything that He have done for me, and thank God for the government of Dominica for a great initiative. It is a great day. It's a great achievement for me. I appreciate that.
I am John Burkitt. I live in Murray River. Today I feel happy. I get my key today. I said I have 10 families in all, and me and my husband making 12. Thank you.
I'm Lester Lestrade from Stock Family and Peace. Well, to tell you the truth, it's a pleasure, you know. Yeah, after all these years I've been, struggling, So it's a good step forward, Yeah, so I give thanks to the World Bank and to all the organizations and them,
Meantime, Minister for Finance Dr. Irvin McIntyre says yesterday's handing over ceremony marks a significant milestone in the journey to provide modern housing to the country's citizens. Dr. McIntyre represented Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit at yesterday's ceremony.
This afternoon's handover reaffirms our government's steadfast commitment to the people of Dominica and our promise to build a resilient nation where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive. Standing here, I am filled with immense pride as we celebrate yet another significant milestone in our journey towards providing modern and resilient housing for our people. Today, we hand over the keys to dignity, security, and opportunity. And what a fitting time to do so. Days before Christmas, you are being handed the keys to a new life for yourselves and for your families. We all know that a home is more than a structure of walls and a roof. It's a sanctuary where families come together, children grow, and dreams take shape. Housing is a fundamental human need, and providing it to our people is an essential part of our mission to foster social and economic development across Dominica. This handover of homes to 60 deserving families marks another achievement in our comprehensive housing program, which has spanned many years. Our housing revolution has strengthened communities, empowered families, and contributed to our broader vision of sustainable development across Dominica. Sustainable development and resilience are at the heart of everything we do.
Minister for Finance, Dr. Irvin McIntyre. Deputy Chief of Police Lincoln Corbett says more stringent action will be taken against persons failing to pay their motor vehicle licenses. Corbett told a police press conference yesterday that a phased approach will be taken to collect the fees which are being owed.
We would have seen or be called by the police over the past 3-4 months. We're on the drive to ensure that motor vehicle owners who are not current are brought up to speed, meaning that if your license has not been paid for a while and you're on government road driving a motor vehicle, you have been requested to pay your licenses before we take more drastic measures. So we have a plan that will be executed. We've started executing it, but it's in a phased manner. Our first approach is to ask you to pay up your licenses. We have a master list, we know who are owing, and we've been calling people, urging them to pay. And moving from that, we'll go into other measures which I will not explain at this time, but it will be a little more drastic, more hands-on, I should say, to encourage people to pay. And the sums are quite significant in terms of what is being owed. It's in the millions. And if you would have listened to Parliament this year, you would have gotten a fair idea as to how much money, I should say, that's outstanding out there to be collected. So our clarion call on motorists to pay up your motor vehicle licenses. Lest you find yourself not that difficult, that motor vehicle can be taken away from you. And in some cases, your livelihood. Pay up your licenses. You're using a motor vehicle, you're on the road with it, pay. If you've been parking off the road, the law speaks to what you must do to get a waiver or to inform the traffic commissioner on the status of the vehicle. But those of you all who are driving all over the years, again, the message here is that you have been asked to pay up your license.
And that was Deputy Chief of Police Lincoln Corbett. A $1 million project to strengthen community resilience within the Kalinago territory was launched yesterday. The project is being funded by the India-UN Development Partnership Fund and implemented by the United Nations Development Programme.
This indigenous community is indeed an achievement that they have remained and they have sustained over the years and centuries to be the owner of their land. And they carry the ancient wisdom of keeping their land, living with the land, managing the water, agriculture and all other resources. And it is now our duty that we collaborate with them in a manner that bring in all those new technologies and have a sustainable development. In that process, that Government of India has partnered with the UNDP in formulating and implementing the phase 1 of the project. But the elements of the project, the sustainable agriculture, the way this has been inculcated in the areas there without disturbing much of the environment and the land, and bringing in the newer technologies into the ecosystem has really made the difference. And we are confident that bringing those vocational training or the generating the employment opportunities for the indigenous community is going to definitely help the people here to remain in the Kalinago territory, but at the same time developing that resilience and generating the income so that they can sustain with their families in the area and make Kalinago a very important developed destination.
And that's the new High Commissioner from the Republic of India to Dominica, His Excellency Dr. Pradeep Singh Raju Rohit. Meantime, Minister for Rural Modernization and Kalinago Upliftment, Kozia Frederick, says the project will positively impact the Kalinago space.
Initiatives such as these are enhancing our Kalinago culture. They're also enhancing our ecotourism ventures and also revitalizing our traditional practices. Each of these efforts, they are guided by our commitment to ensuring that no one is left behind. Today's launch is not a start of a project, but it is reaffirming our commitment to the Kalinago territory and to Dominica, or I rather say, Waiti Kubuli's development as a whole. The goals of, calling for short, the SCRK project, from revitalizing agriculture to managing forests and watersheds and fostering ecotourism, speaks directly to the aspirations of the Kainago people. However, these efforts cannot be successful if we do not participate. And so I call on the stakeholders here today to be an integral part of this project moving forward. And I speak especially to the government, our international partners, but most importantly, the people of the Kainago territory. Together, we must ensure that this project creates a lasting impact by building the capacity of our people, enacting livelihoods, and also safeguarding our natural environment for generations to come.
Minister for Rural Modernization and Kalinago Upliftment, Kozia Frederick. Well, let's head into news from the region, and let's start with news in Haiti, where armed men attacked and partially destroyed a hospital in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince. The wave of escalating violence has prompted Doctors Without Borders to suspend operations in Haiti last month. The bandits set the Bernard Maves Hospital on fire, destroying 4 operating rooms and all of the laboratory equipment. No patients or staff were harmed in the assault because the hospital had been evacuated following threats from a local gang leader. The United Nations Humanitarian Affairs Agency warned earlier this year that Haiti's health system was nearing collapse, with violence increasingly putting doctors and medical services in harm's way. And on the international scene, the U.S. House of Representatives has voted against a Donald Trump-backed funding measure, bringing a government shutdown this weekend a step closer. A revised spending plan failed to reach the 2/3 majority needed in the lower chamber of Congress, with 38 Republicans voting against the bill on Thursday night, defying the president-elect. Donald Trump had thwarted a previous cross-party funding deal that the Republican House leadership had struck with the Democrats after heavy criticism of the measure by the tech billionaire Elon Musk. Well, after the bill failed by 174 votes to 235, Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson said he would come up with another solution before government funding lapses at midnight on Friday. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. Dominican families who received keys for new homes yesterday have expressed gratitude to the government of Dominica, the World Bank, and the European Development Fund. Armed men have attacked and partially destroyed a hospital in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, and the Donald Trump-backed bill to keep the U.S. government running fails to pass. That's the news. Stay tuned for sports.
But Tracy, what you doing with all them Frito-Lay snacks?
So Larry, you are telling me you haven't seen all the butter that Fine Foods have with their Frito-Lay All I Want for Christmas promotion?
Really?
Huh, you are very late on the vibes. When you purchase any 6.5 ounce Ruffles, Lay's or Sun Chips, you get a chance to win a deep freezer, a 55-inch smart TV or an air fryer. And the more you enter, the more chances you get to win, if not one of these prizes, but all of the prizes. All you have to do is place your receipt with your name and your number in the box provided, or WhatsApp a photo of your receipt at 317-4130.
Kisa, you serious, Tracy? And now you're telling me that?
Ha! When you snooze, you lose.
I am going to shop now.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Searching for the perfect Christmas gift this season. Give your loved ones gifts that grow, gifts of lasting joy. At the National Bank of Dominica Limited, we are offering exclusive holiday deals on pre-approved credit cards and on secured loans to help you build a secure future for those who matter most. Sign up today and you can win a $1,000 shopping spree this holiday, sharing gifts that grow and joys that last with the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Visit us today on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or at any National Bank of Dominica Limited branch. Let us help you unwrap your financial dreams. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, welcome to the morning sports. Let's bowl off with cricket news. Another batting collapse from the West Indies as they were sent crashing to another defeat against Bangladesh as the Tigers completed their first ever series whitewash over the West Indies in T20 cricket last night in St. Vincent. But Bangladesh batted first. They got to 189 for 7 in their 20 overs. Jika Ali hit 72 not out of just 41 deliveries. We had Romario Shepherd taking 2 for 30. Ruston Chase 1 for 15 for the West Indies. Well, the West Indies in search of 190. They were bowled out for 109. Bangladesh won the game by 80 runs. Romario Shepherd top scored with 33. Johnson Charles got 23. Rishad Hussain took 3 for 21 for Bangladesh. Well, here now is the West Indies captain, Rovman Powell.
I think in the middle overs, I think we bowled pretty well. We didn't control the power play as all we wanted, and we didn't execute in the back end.
Looking back at the 3 series which you've lost, the batting has been a concern. What do you think has been the major issue?
It's just wickets in clusters. You know, if we keep losing wickets in the first and second over of the power play, you're always going to find yourself behind the game. You know, that happened to us in the last 8 or so T20 games. You know, so it's something that we have some time to rectify now.
What will you ask of your batters going into 2025, and what improvements do you want to see from them?
I think it's us taking some time off. You know, as a T20 group, we don't come together again until maybe mid 2025. You know, so guys have an opportunity to actually look at their game, review their game, and see the mistakes that we have made as a batting group during 2024, and hopefully come 2025 those little mistakes will be corrected.
And that's the West Indies T20 captain, Rovman Powell. The West Indies losing the series 3-0. The first time ever Bangladesh beating the West Indies in a T20 series, securing a clean sweep. Well, some more cricket news this morning. The West Indies women's captain, Hayley Matthews, says her team didn't execute the game plan as they went down to India in the third and final T20 yesterday. The West Indies lost the series 2-1, losing the third T20 by 60 runs. Matthews says, nonetheless, the West Indies put up a good fight.
Yeah, I think it just probably came down to execution again today. Like I said, we had really strong plans, but India also went back and obviously did some homework as well. And I think, look, kudos to the way their players came out and batted. I think Smriti obviously had a great series, but her knock today to me was probably the best one. And then obviously having to bowl at Risha at the end was quite difficult as well. You felt almost as if you didn't land it on a penny, it was going to be pretty hard to stop her from scoring. But yeah, look, at the same time, we probably feel like we do need to be a bit more disciplined with the ball. But look, a series like this is going to help us to learn a lot, and hopefully that's what we take from this. I mean, I think the conditions definitely suited what we did. I think the wickets got probably better and better as the games went on individually. So yeah, look, I think no matter if we had batted first or bowl first in any of the games. We still got to come out and play really good cricket, and it still comes down to what we do while we're out there on the field. And the games that we did lose, we weren't at our best, and that's why we lost them.
A new champion will be crowned in the 6th edition of the Dream 11 HIL T10 tournament. That's because the Valley Hikers got knocked out, losing to the Indian River Rovers as that competition continued on Thursday at Windsor Park, where the Hikers took on the Rovers in a must-win match for both teams. Hikers batting first made 107 for 6 in their 10 overs. Zidane Haywood got 51, Courtney Ansem 20. Bowling figures for the Indian River Rovers: Elton Mark picked up 2 for 14 and CJ Charles 2 for 14 as well. The Rovers, in search of 108 to win, they needed 9 runs off the final over, and it was Neo Davis getting the winning runs as the Rovers pulled off the victory, winning the game by 5 wickets, getting 108 for 5. Neo Davis was named the man of the match for his 29 not out. Diony Roll got 18. Well, the bowling figures for the Valley Hikers: Courtney Ansem, he picked up 2 wickets, and Savio Ansem also took 1 for 4. Neo Davis was named the Bullseye Pharmacy Player of the Match. Here now is the winning captain, Sadrak Descartes.
This is indeed, first of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty for the guidance. I couldn't ask for more, especially Tindio, stepping up at the right time. I couldn't ask for more, and I'm pleased with the performance from the guys.
Pleased from the performance of the guy. Neo Davis, like you said, really stepped up. What was that feeling like, seeing that you and, Teapots didn't get the big start that you wanted, for Neo to come and step up?
I mean, in the first 2 overs, we had the momentum going. We were going at 15 over. It's always good and pleasing to see they carry on with the momentum, and it's pleasing in the eye.
All right, what now as we move into the playoff round? What do you take from this? The job is not done, though.
I think we are 2 paddles right now, and we're going to keep rowing upstream.
Sadrak Descartes of the Indian River Rovers. Valley Hikers captain is Michael Joseph.
We didn't score enough runs to do the bat, but our bowling perspective was alright. Our bowlers really came and pulled back the game after we get Descartes out, but at the end we just let it go.
All right, about that last over now, looked like there was a lot of discussion as to who would bowl the last over.
Yeah, Vincent said he would back himself to bowl the last over, but things didn't turn out the way he wanted.
All right, overall, how will you assess your campaign? It's come to an end as defending champions, missing out on the playoffs.
Yeah, missed out on the playoffs from where we were below the table, and we fought back to reach back in the top 4. And I mean, things didn't turn out how we wanted it, but it was a good fight back from the guys.
Valley Hikers captain Michael Joseph. Well, in the other match on Thursday, the Barano Ute Warriors got past the Champion Reef Divers to secure the top seed heading into the playoffs, which start on Friday. Divers, they made 108 for 3, batting first. Stefan Pascal got 28, Alec Athenes 20, Cheyenne Brathwaite 41, and Russian Primus 14 not out. Gillan Tyson, he took 1 for 28 for the Barano Ute Warriors, and Donan Edwards 1 for 17. The Warriors replied for 109 for 3 in 8 overs, with Stephen Natram getting 30, Casimir Benjamin 33 not out, and Daniel McDonald 24. Neil Payne took 1 for 28, and Joel Dura 1 for 19 for the Divers team. Well, the Warriors won the game by 7 wickets. Casimir Benjamin was named the Bullseye Pharmacy Player of the Match. Winning captain is Gian Benjamin.
Yeah, it's good to be at the top at the end of the rounds. I think we have been playing some good cricket, so now is the business end of the tournament, so it's to just continue what we're doing right and the rounds to look to correct it.
Bowling wise, you guys did very good. I mean, Alec Athenes was in today, and you guys really made him work for his runs. You made the Divers really work for every run today.
Yeah, I think the conditions suit our bowlers this morning, and the bowlers themselves came in and they hit the right spots, and they made it very difficult for Alec to score, and that was very good. I think we had a very good start in the power play. Let it off a little bit in the middle over, but at the end we still pulled it back and were able to restrict them.
All right, this was sort of a dress rehearsal because it's very likely that you two teams will meet again in the qualifiers. What did you take most from this game today?
The way that we bowled this morning in the power play, and the way that the batters go out there and express themselves, not looking to buckle down, and we went chasing the score. That's good to see. Like I say, the players, they understand the assignment and they know the importance of every match going forward. So we're just looking to play each game as hard as possible.
And that was the winning captain, Gian Benjamin. Moving on to the third and final game on Thursday. The D-Threads T2 Gorge Splashers lost their third straight match as the Sari Sunrisers picked up a consolation victory. Sari Sunrisers made 94 for 5 batting first. Darren Benter got 47 and Darren Ned 18. Dylan Douglas, he picked up 2 for 9 for the Splashers and Daniel Dupini 1 for 3. We also had Jamie James with 1 for 15. The Splashers, in search of 95 to win, could only get 81 for 7 in their allotted overs. Dylan Douglas got 18. Darren Ned, he picked up 4 for 13 for the Sari Sunrisers, and John Matthew 2 for 13. At the end of the day of win for the Sari Sunrisers, Darren Ned was named the Bullseye Pharmacy Player of the Match. Meantime, D-Threads T2 Gorge Splashers captain Jelani Robinson says he's not bothered with the form of the team heading into the playoffs.
Just a game. Nothing to worry about.
All right, where do you think things might have gone wrong this afternoon?
I think we were too complacent in the chase. Too many times, we had to push harder on one, and more intent. I think we were just too relaxed. I don't know if it's because, we know we come and play tomorrow, but that's something we have to address because I just think it was a bit too complacent.
All right, basically, what will be the word to the guys tonight? It's a crucial game tomorrow, basically. Win, go home, win, and you get another chance. What would be the discussions you'd like to the guys, especially as how things have been going in the last few games?
Just intent, be brave, that's all. That's how we started the tournament, so we have to end like that. Just be brave.
Well, that's the D-Threads T2 Gorge Splashers captain Jelani Robinson. So the tournament heads into the playoff round starting today. The first game at 12 o'clock, we'll have the first qualifier. The Champagne Reef Divers will play the top-seeded Barana Ote Warriors. That game will get underway at 12 o'clock. And the other game today, we will have the first eliminator at 2:30 with the D-Threads T2 Gorge Splashers taking on the Indian River Rowers. And before we go, we can also quickly tell you that Dominica suffered their 4th straight defeat in the Jewels of the Caribbean tournament in Trinidad yesterday. The national under-20 women's team went down 7-1 to Trinidad and Tobago, handing them their 4th defeat in the competition. That's your DBS Morning Sports Report. Of course, we'll have some more sporting highlights for you at 11 o'clock and of 1:28 during the 13:15 news. Until then, Garvin Richards saying good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Searching for the perfect Christmas gift this season. Give your loved ones gifts that grow, gifts of lasting joy. At the National Bank of Dominica Limited, we are offering exclusive holiday deals on pre-approved credit cards and on secured loans to help you build a secure future for those who matter most. Sign up today and you can win a $1,000 shopping spree this holiday, sharing gifts that grow and joys that last with the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Visit us today on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or at any National Bank of Dominica Limited branch. Let us help you unwrap your financial dreams. Terms and conditions apply.
DBS News. news. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. .35 is the time here on Your Nature Wild. Up next, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kalinago word of the day for today. And that's the Kalinago word meaning to happen or to say it's happening. Ashikera. Ashikera. That's A-S-H-I-K-E-R-A. A-S-H-I-K-E-R-A. Join us Monday morning, God willing, for another edition of your Kalinago Word of the Day from roughly 6:45 here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, your morning's weather report, made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Okay, Max, if I'm going to steal Christmas this year, I'll need a smart TV to keep an eye on the who's, a smartphone to call for backup, cash, and a stove to bake this happen. Seriously, I can get all this for free if I sign up for Flow.
With Christmasing with thousands of gifts even the Grinch would love. Sign up for a postpaid mobile bundle or high-speed broadband and win big every week. Visit discoverflow.co now.
At this time, we say good morning to Dervon Matthew with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. The weather update from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for the 20th of December 2024, recorded at 7 a.m. The weather today is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with light to moderate scattered showers. The current conditions at the Douglas Charles Airport: cloudy with light showers. The surface winds east-south easterly at 8 knots or 15 km per hour. The present temperature 26 degrees Celsius or 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall was 18.3 millimeters and the monthly rainfall so far is 212.9 millimeters. The sun will set today at 5:40 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 6:27 a.m. The high tides today will be at 7:22 a.m. and 6:55 p.m. and the next low tide will be at 12:52 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A high pressure system is the dominant feature across the area, resulting in breezy conditions. Patches of low to mid-level clouds are expected to generate cloudy periods with scattered showers, which could be moderate at times over the island, mainly during the morning period. The seas are expected to remain moderate with waves peaking up to 8 feet along the northern and eastern coastline. A small craft advisory is in effect. Small craft operators and sea beavers should be on alert for strong breaking wave action along the beaches. The synopsis: a high pressure system is the dominant feature. The forecast for today: partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with light to moderate scattered showers. The forecast for tonight: fair to occasionally cloudy and breezy with a few showers. The winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 25 to 35 km per hour with higher gusts near showers. The sea conditions moderate and the waves 1.5 to 2.5 meters or 5 to 8 feet. A small craft advisory remains in effect. For more information about weather conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, you can like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, or add our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from Douglas Charles Airport, I am Dervon Matthew.
And we thank Dervon Matthew for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments the good folks of Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio. 19 minutes before 8. That's the time here on Your Nature Isle. Coming up shortly, we'll bring you your morning's presentation of the general announcements on your community bulletin board. Just before we do so, would like to extend sympathy greetings to the family of the late Zendai Keanu Roll of Bronx, New York, who resided at Bath Estate, who will be laid to rest today. Also, the family of Curtilia Princess Charles, age 24, of Silver Lake. And also the family of Romel Sabroch of Bioche. Extending sympathy greetings to the entire home circle, family, friends, acquaintances, as you bid farewell to your loved ones today, urging you to hold strong and be courageous. Up next, we present the general announcements on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments Valley Engineering, Sales and Services, and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
Now, your community bulletin board.
DOWASCO informs the general public that excavation works will be undertaken along a section of River Street, close to David Bruni's Law Chambers, to facilitate a sewer connection on Sunday, December 22, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. Vehicle owners are asked to keep the road clear during the said works. Motorists and pedestrians are asked to exercise caution. DOWASCO regrets any inconvenience that may be caused and thanks its customers and the general public for their understanding. The Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock Development and Fisheries Division advises clients wishing to import meat, dairy products, fresh vegetables, and fish and other related products that a permit must be issued from the following units to allow these to be cleared from the various ports of entry and shipping companies. For meats and related meat parts, dairy, yogurt, and related products,